Yes, indeed. We are at Palikale for the third and final game. Sri Lanka versus Bangladesh.
Head.
It's a tail.
We are batting.
Well, there we go, Charit. You're batting first. How do you read the pitch and what would you like as a score?
It looks like usual pitch in Kandy, and I was thinking 280 will be fast going here.
Right, Sri Lanka batting first. Let's take a look at the Sri Lankan side. It is an unchanged team now. Sri Lanka.
It's one of the expected changes, Taskin Ahmed, I think, was.
Sri Lanka, they make their way out. The two openers, they'll have a job to do. They need to calm the nerves. It's the third ODI of the three-match series. Madushka's got starts. Pathum Nissanka has not been able. Nissanka on strike. Two slips away. Oh, beautiful start.
That's into the gap. No chance for the fielder. First boundary of the match.
Bottom edge, I felt. Again, not in control, but this outfield is so quick. Well, I think when we look back at his spell, the first ODI to this was probably the first real loose ball from... Yep, slightly outside the off stump, and that is what we're used to seeing from Nissanka. So many of those.
Through the offside, especially square, and he's edged it. First blood drawn. Madushka, once again a vigil.
Smartly taken by Shanto, because that was flying. But then again, Tanzim, he's been superb. Sometimes he gets the ball to bounce a lot more than you'd expect, because he's a short chap comparatively. Line length, so good. The breakthrough that Bangladesh needed. Nishan Madushka, another failure for him in the series. It was a fabulous opportunity. He's gone for one. Off the mark straight away. If you're bowling that short, try and get it up at his throat.
See, it's very important for a top order batsman to possess these kind of strokes, an ability to play the ball off the back foot, especially against faster bowlers. And if you have these strokes...
Too good, too good. There's nothing you can do about that. Mendes hits through the line.
This time around, he was able to farm the gap and beat the fielder.
Looks to go over the top and he gets it. Just to the right of the fielder at mid-on. It was hit with power. I don't think the fielder had a chance. For short and wide. A little bit too easy.
Pathum Nissanka loves playing in Palikale. I'll give you the numbers after seeing this replay. Wasn't that short, got to be said, but the line probably just a bit of width.
Beautiful, beautiful. The 50 is up with that drive. Didn't overhit it. You need to take a look at that. Just lent into it.
Should be a couple of runs, or probably more. Yeah, it's much more. Only slightly shorter. And first boundary after 22 deliveries behind square, and brings up the 50 partnership between Nissanka and Mendes.
Yeah, waiting for it and playing it late. And down behind point. Beautifully done. Used the pace of the ball as well. That was in the mid-80s. More the width, really.
We're going to show him some respect. If he offers us something, then we are going to cash in. Otherwise, just try and milk the bowler. But that's what.
Now, up in the air, catcher is the call. Fielder coming and getting it. That's landed right on his lap. Tempted the batter, went for the sweep, got the top part of the bat and the second wicket down.
Yeah, whenever a batsman has looked to take a chance against the left-arm spinner, Somehow, he sends them back. Tanveer has been very effective in this series so far. Once again, he's amongst wickets. And he has removed Nissanka, the set batsman, for 35. Sri Lanka, 69 for 2. Good usage of the feet. Made the batsman gain on that occasion. That was an elegant stroke from Kamindu Mendes.
It was indeed, and breaking the shackles. Haven't had a boundary for a while, and look at this lovely shimmy down the wicket. Gets to the pitch, nicely behind it. Didn't try to hit it too hard, just the placement. Perfectly done.
Fully. Now where he's going to land the ball, to which batsman? He wasn't in control, looked like pick inside edge, good enough to take the ball over the boundary line.
Well, some relief for the Sri Lankan supporters, but as you said, not the most convincing. It was just inside part of the bat, but he put it away in an area where it was difficult for the fielders to get to it, and thus the boundary.
You think he was intending to hit the ball there?
No, not at all.
That was a gift. That was a gift. He was looking for that length and got that one. That's a good one from Kamindu Mendes. 100 on the ball with that boundary.
Yeah, that was always going to be punished. Just short enough from Miraj, giving him ample opportunity to rock back.
Oh, close, given. Well-directed delivery, kept low, didn't get up to the batsman's liking, and he perishes.
Wow, that was a quick delivery. I don't think he's going to bother to take the review. The big strike, Bangladesh, really doing well. He's not too happy, but exactly at 100, this is what happened. Kept on, kept it at low, played over, and it was pretty much in front. No problem for the umpire. Up went the dreaded finger, and Miraj gets that wicket. It's Kamindu Mendes who has to take the long walk back. 16 he's got, and Sri Lanka 100 for 3.
T21. Clever. That's playing the field really, really well.
Well as in the death, he provides it. This is a good shot. Picks up the length pretty early. And a 4-player like Kusal Mendes who picks up the length pretty early. That becomes almost a freebie when you have square leg behind square, no one in front of square.
Doesn't try to hit too hard. It's all about finding the gap. Wasn't easy because he got cramped for space as the ball was angled into him. Chips goes. They probably need to turn things around or turn things around the corner into the gaps and start picking up the pace. Wonderfully played by Mendes.
I thought that was a slow delivery tried by Mustafiz. Yes, 140.1 kilometers per hour. Confirmation. Back of the length for Kusal Mendes when he's in form. That's almost like a freebie. Yeah, into the pitch. Field at deep square leg is quite fine. And the fine leg fielder is quite square, so the gap wasn't that big.
Too good. 4 dot balls and back-to-back boundaries just spoils the over for Bangladesh.
I think it's quite sensible not to go upstairs.
Lovely hit, lovely hit. He's toying with the deep square leg fielder. 4, very clever. It was all about the angle and how Asalanka used it.
Yeah, nicely done by Charith Asalanka. Got enough bat. Pace on 131.8, just helping on its way. Wide of the crease by Mustafiz. That's what he does against the left-handers.
And he's farming the gap. That's ominous for the Bangladeshi bowlers. When he gets going, Asalanka, very hard to stop him.
I'll tell you what, he's finding those gaps. He's hit 4 fours already. and he's sweeping outside the off stump, the slog sweep, but very, very effective. Look at that look on his face.
Speak to the selectors.
That's not good fielding. That's poor cricket. Bangladesh could ill afford that. That will run away to the boundary. That's Duskin. Bangladesh needs that desperate kind of effort on the field to cut off every possible run. Half chances to be taken. This should have been stopped.
Yeah, one fell. The dive came in a bit early.
The batter. This time it's four. Yes, it is. For a moment, I thought the mid-wicket fielder saw it. He didn't pick it up. The 50 partnership is up. The mid-wicket fielder did not pick it up. And the 150 is up as well. Gone again. This is, I don't know whether there was a touch, but it's gone fine and to the boundary. Yes, there has been a touch. For a moment, I thought the angle just brushed the pads, but no, Srilanka just getting a fine tickle. They've got 9 of the first 4 deliveries.
Yeah, the intent shown by Srilanka with first couple of deliveries forced the bowler to change the line and also the pace. And rest was history.
Turning up. Nice use of the feet. Down the ground. 1 bounce for 4.
Seems like he has warmed up now. Srilanka, a couple of boundaries in the previous over, and this was on the cards. He was bound to jump out of the crease to the left armour and did it quite well. Positivity in his footwork. And he has got into the act as well. Kusal Mendes swept it fine. For a fine result.
Well, it's that kind of a surface. You cannot be offline. You cannot err. This is outside the leg stump. And Kusal Mendes manages to control it because it was wide to the leg stump. Rather than going square, what he did well was he delayed the shot and played it fine in the gap. Something substantial, and here goes another boundary. It's raining boundaries here. This is Kusal Mendes. Sri Lanka has already hit 27 fours. And Kusal Mendes doing it so well.
He's a different bowler in this game. Jameen Patwari, he was so economical and irritating for the batters. Wasn't giving them everything free to them, but here... Oh, this is good. Very good. He loves them there. Anything back of the length is where he swear on those deliveries. Kusal Mendes.
I don't think the fielder had a chance because once it hit that turf, it bounced so quickly. The fielder had to have his body behind it. Just look at that. No chance.
Incredible. Again. The first one backward of square. The other one in front of square. He's turning it on. Kusal Mendes.
Kept Pablo. That is struck delightfully. The manner, despite the fact that a little bit of a low bounce, he adjusted so very well and thrashed it away back with a point. Well, Kusal Mendes will go on his merry way and he's going to sweep that so confidently. He's done that over and over in this innings and he races to 1 shy of a century. 199. There he goes, 100. For Kusal Mendes, what a masterly innings. Was difficult early on, but he has done masterly. Now you're going to see more shots flying like that. That's too easy. Short, just drifting down leg. All he had to do is help the ball on its way to the boundary. Little guide away, delicately done. What could be better? Don't have to hit the ball hard. All you got to do is use the pace. Lovely deft touch and lovely boundary. There he goes. Now it's up in there, swirling. There's a fielder coming underneath that one. And he's going to gobble it up. It's the captain. A full toss gets the wicket for This young man who's really worked hard, and the Bangladesh supporters can smile a bit now.
And twice in 2 overs, Charita Srilanka misses on a full toss. Last over against Mustafizur, just a single, and this occasion, no power at all. Went so high, Mehdi Hasan Miraj had so much time backpedaling. Raskin Ahmed knows what a big wicket that was. Skipper, Sri Lanka goes for 58, Sri Lanka 224 for 4.
Completed that and he's back. He's got that in the gap. That'll skip away.
Yeah, welcome boundary. Welcome boundary for Sri Lanka.
I also think, oh dear. Yes, he's gone. I would think he stepped on his stumps. Janit Lienagi going deep in the crease. He doesn't wait for the umpire. He's walking off. He knows that he stepped on the stumps.
How unfortunate can that be? Just stepping on his stumps when the ball never challenged him. This goes quite deep. Just, I think it's his left leg looking to work it away on the onside. Yup, at that point, yes. Just treads on the base.
Yeah, he looks back while trying to take off for the single. Janit Lienagi at 12 today. 249 for 5.
That's trap.
In the gap. That's so unlucky. But Shamim bowled that a lot quicker and hence flies away. Oh dear. Shamim gets to it. He holds on. Well, what do you know, Roshan? Mehdi Hasan Miraj keeps him on and they get Kusal Mendis at a vital time.
Outstanding catch, and yes, we know nothing. The captain seemed to know everything here. And Kusal Mendis walks back and Bangladesh makes the breakthrough at a very important stage. But you need to watch this catch because it was never easy. Believe me, with the ball falling over your shoulder as you run back, this is never easy. Brilliantly done.
Oh yes, he wanted it. He really did, and that's why he was able to get there. Crucial blow. Now this could be the difference between 300 and maybe even 280. Kusal Mendis has batted brilliantly. Really, really good knock from Sri Lanka's wicketkeeper. 124 of 114, 255 for 6. That's Apesh, they're getting underneath it. Another good catch. Again, it's Shamim. Had to run backwards, looking over the shoulder, and he takes it nicely.
This is a really good face for Bangladesh. Really good face. That ball short and bouncing as well. Velalage was charging. And very good catch. Again, an excellent catch. And Bangladesh will be very pleased with 259 for 7. At one stage, Sri Lanka looked like taking it away, but now wickets falling. Velalage goes for 6. Sri Lanka, 1 ball to go in the over, 259 for 7.
Boundaries have been hit. Will that be the third? He's hit it well. Yes, it is. That's 4. Good start to the over. Lovely shot. Full toss. Tamira swings. Doesn't get hold of it, so it will be a single. Bangladesh will be happy with the end. 285 for 7 is what Sri Lanka got.
Wanting that 300-run mark, but Bangladesh came back extremely well. Very well done, Bangladesh.
Yeah, Kusal Mendis, who got a earful the other day for getting himself after getting a 50, he goes on to get that big score.
Taskin had 2 wickets at very important stages. Miraj had 2.
Bangladesh needing 286.
Very good evening. Welcome back to the Pallakala International Cricket Stadium. A score that Bangladesh will hope to start well with. They need to get a good start. They've had problems in the opening partnerships.
And that's what we have seen throughout the Test series and ODI series. Starts off with a bouncer.
Down the wicket, smashes it. Off it goes to the boundary. Well, that's a very, very positive start here by Tanzid.
That is brutally handsome, wasn't it? Talk about the confidence. Talk about positive frame of mind. He danced down the track and really went after that one.
Slower, picked it up and hit it away with disdain. What a way to finish the over. After the first over, it's 9 without loss.
Now, this is the advantage you have as a batsman. When you watch the ball closely coming out of the hand of the bowler, you can decide how to treat that ball. Picked up that slow one very quickly.
Oh, it's just over the top. Tantalizingly close. Well, could have gone to hand. Despairing effort. He's got 4 runs. But he must have had his heart in his mouth for a while.
Yeah, you're right. But at the same time, he's picking those slow deliveries quite early. Yeah, he wanted more elevation on that occasion. But wasn't the case. But still, a good result. Dragged the ball from way outside the off stump. A valiant effort, but in vain. Captain at mid-on, outside the off stump. Ball in. Wrapped on the pad and went on to disturb the stumps. Unlucky way to get out.
Yeah, he was eyeing that leg stump, wasn't he? And even on this occasion, was pitching on or about outside the line of leg stump, deflecting off the pads and striking timber. What a big wicket. There you see it. Once again, similar kind of line. This time, it's the ricochet of the pads. And it's that death rattle for Tamim. Big wicket. Good comeback from Asida. Tanzit Tamim has to take the walk back rather disconsolately for 17. It's 19 for 1. Got in. What about that? What a spectacular delivery. They're all charged up. He didn't have an idea of what the ball was doing. Jacked back, hit timber, and that's it for Shanto.
A perfect delivery and a perfect result. But Chamira, that's what he's been trying to do. Beat the batsman with the pace and that inward movement. He must be proud of his effort. Knocking top of the off stump. That's what you want from your fast bowler. And he has removed Bangladeshi premier batsman in Shanto. And he goes without scoring. In spot of order, Bangladesh 20 for 2.
No runs off the bat for 15 deliveries. Now the scamper one. That's a direct hit. Now, direct hits can be very interesting. They think they've gotten their man. Have to wait and see. Just stood there for a while, but it was the call from the non-striker really comfortably. Oh, it's just passed. Lucky, so very fortunate. Just between the keeper and the slip for 4 runs. Oh, inside edge. Fortune is going Bangladesh's way. You can see that smile on the face of the batter. He gets the 4 runs.
Almost another wicket for Chamira. He's on fire at the moment. He's fallen into a great rhythm.
And that is what I was talking about. No slips. Gives him the edge. Gives him 4 runs to finish the over. 33 for 2.
Finally gets one. He's been swinging at almost everything.
It's a width again. Trying to open up the offside. He's not trying to cover the stumps at all. Take a look at his legs. The back foot even going away from the leg side. And Dushman Chamira could do much better.
Oh, good shot, good shot. Ends up being an expensive over. 47 for 2 after 8. At least a couple here, but the outfield looks like it'll give you full value. Oh, good work in the deep. 50 up for Bangladesh in the 9th over.
Dushman Chamira, who bowled the last over, had to sprint cross from short fine leg. When it comes to commitment, 100% marks with Dushmanta. Certainly, from me, saved a single. Pretty sure the third umpire will take a closer look. And he's totally fine.
And the pressure builds. The batter will look for shots that aren't there. Because he's trying to get off strike. He's trying to score runs.
Missed the full length again. Any other classical left-hand batter or a right-hander in that length, with that pace, would have creamed through extra cover.
He goes big. Mid-wicket, gets around and takes it. Nishan Madhuskar judges that to perfection. The runs were drying up. And hence the big shot comes out.
It was coming, wasn't it? Last 30 deliveries, only 14 runs. And on the 31st, there was a wicket. Imon was quiet for a little while. He was tested with some good spin bowling. Then there was time to break the shackles. Going with the turn, the right option. But the execution was poor. And Tawwat Ridho, he cannot believe what his partner has done. And a good catch at deep mid-wicket by Nishan Madhuskar. Parvez Hossain Imon gone for 28. Bangladesh 62 for 3.
Again another one. Again bowled slower and beautifully judged and beautifully executed. Bowled deliberately slower and wider of the off stump.
He's up for the job, captain. Whenever he sees a bit of flight and the ball pitched outside the off stump, he's ready to tonk the ball towards mid-wicket of Hasaranga's bowling. That's nice. Nicely driven into the gap. And that's third boundary from the bat of Bangladeshi captain Mehdi Hasan.
Yeah, he's starting to mean business here. That's the wrong one. Little bit over pitched. And look at how he leans into it. Saw it and went through extra cover. Oh, well done. Very good fielding at cover. That is outstanding work. So important. Kamidu Mendes.
Fielding during the test matches was questionable, but in ODI series,
Nicely done, nicely done. Short delivery. Look at the way how he rides the bounce, hits it down and into the gap.
and he's got plenty of time, Tawheed Rudoy. Have a look. At the last moment, knew where the gap was and was able to hit the ball into the gap with control.
This time square, and that's for back-to-back boundaries. He's fighting fire with fire. Short deliveries, pull through mid-wicket, short and wide, and goes through the offside.
This is the advantage as a batsman you get if you stay still. See the ball coming out of the hand of the bowler, pick up the length early, you get rewarded. You do. Have a look. He picked the ball.
They keep looking for... Oh, that time wrong foot of the keeper. Had moved a little bit too much. And he gets a boundary. That's clever batting.
Yeah, the wicketkeeper was anticipating a contact with the full face of the bat. It actually hit the splice of the bat, hence went down and went very fine.
Oh, good one. Really good one. That's a bold one. He was waiting for the short delivery and that's gone all the way for 6. It's the first 6 of the match and well executed with 100 up for Bangladesh.
Yeah, a couple of times he has bowled a bouncer, but no effect was created on the batters. Rudoy was able to find a boundary in the previous over. This time it was Mehdi.
Down the track, down to long off, taken it long off. Velalage strikes. Janit Lianage, he hasn't dropped anything in the series. He catches on again. Holds on to a catch. Bangladesh lose a big wicket, which I think was unnecessary in the context of the game. That was beautifully bowled.
Yeah, never allowed the batter to get underneath that one, to get that elevation, to clear Velalage, who is safe as houses wherever he feels. He's a good catcher. High five. Aren't they loving it? To see the back of Bangladeshi captain Mehdi Hasan Miraj, who played well for his 28. It's 105 for 4.
In a difficult position now. Chance of a stumping here.
The ball is collected, kicked behind the stumps. Roll it back one more time, please.
Just checking whether it was cleanly done. It has. 12 for Shamim Hussain, Bangladesh.
Down the wicket he comes. This is a really good shot. Talk about being aggressive. Talk about being positive. It was everything was embedded in that shot.
A good hit. Got to the pitch of the ball, went with the turn.
Again, short and wide. And that should be his half century. His 9th half century in his career. And his 2nd consecutive half century against Sri Lanka. Earns the applause from the head coach Phil Simmons. It was a very fine innings. Oh, off the edge. Very, very lucky. Manindu Hasaranga is not going to run after it. Janit Lianage does well, does brilliantly well. Great piece of work by the fielder. The batters have just run 2, which is very poor running.
Yeah, on the part of the batters, that was very, very poor. The fielder had to run from fine leg. This will be checked. Yeah, seems like he's fine. That is fantastic commitment shown by Janit Lianage. Oh, ball game! Good length, nip backer, Dushmantha Chameera strikes for Sri Lanka, and that too, the massive wicket of Tawhid Hridoy.
Well, this is brilliant bowling by Chameera. He struck some fantastic blows. First, Shanto, and this one jagging back, hitting the top of middle stump at pace. And the extra pace of Chameera doing the trick for Sri Lanka. Tawhid Hridoy, who looked good, just reached his half century, has a long walk back. Out for 51. Bangladesh 153 for 6. Oh, edge, and that's straightforward. That is a very straightforward catch, but this is good bowling by Dushmantha Chameera. That's 146, that delivery. So he's working up his pace, he's got his radar, and he's got a wicket.
Good length again. I'd like all of you all to take a look where Kusal Mendis collects it. 35th over. Take a look at that, zipping through the wicketkeeper. That's raw pace from Dushmantha Chameera. 146.3, too good for Tanzim Hassan Shakib, who made a very good contribution the last game. Is dismissed. Hot Mendis bowled Chameera for 5. Bangladesh 162 for 7.
Over the top. No one's going to stop that. It's gone for 4 runs. Some solace at last. Oh, got the inside edge, and the smile breaks out again. It was quite evident it was not going to be long before Bangladesh lose another wicket and Thaskin goes.
Both the fast bowlers are turning out to be a nightmare for the left-handed batsman. This is the 4th left-hander picked by Sri Lankan fast bowlers with the slow delivery. Inside edge, onto the stumps. Smiles on the face of the bowler. It's the 8th wicket down in Taskin Ahmed. It's 171 for 8.
Not the right line for a googly, but a tickle maybe of the pads, maybe of the bat. Wait for the signal. It's got 4 runs. It's off the bat. There he goes. And you said he's looking for runs, and he's got 6 of them.
Yeah, the ideal length. He actually goes really low in his stance. And look at his back leg. And from there, to play that pickup stroke becomes very easy. As long as he gets that length.
Got him! He went across the line, trying to hoik him over the mid-wicket region. Just crept through. A very, very good ball. Maybe even just nip back ever so slightly. 140 clicks, and he gets Zakir Ali.
Yeah, when a batsman is looking to heat the ball over mid-wicket, you have to pitch it fuller and straighter. And you will be rewarded, as he did. That was his 3rd wicket in shape of Zakir Ali, who resisted for a while for his 27. It's 182 for 9 Bangladesh. Remarkable. That's in the air, should be taken and taken. And Sri Lanka wins the series quite comprehensively.
Yeah, they win this one by 99 runs. A very, very emphatic and clinical performance. They've outplayed Bangladesh in all departments of the game in this match. Haven't really given Bangladesh any kind of opportunity from the time that the captain won the toss and decided to bat, with Kusal Mendes scoring the 100 and also good support from Charita Srilanka. Put on the runs on the board, 285, 286 the target for Bangladesh. Was never going to be targeted by the Bangladeshi batters, who struggled all the way through. Very, very disappointed the Bangladesh team, but the fans here of Sri Lanka are absolutely over the moon, elated with the fantastic performance their team have put up.
Desperately needed a bright start, Bangladesh, in pursuit of Tekshana, although wasn't able to pick up a wicket, but he gave control to the captain to be able to use his attacking options in a very positive manner. Sri Lankan captain won the toss, was able to put 285 runs on the board for the loss of 7 wickets, and in reply, Bangladesh faltered for 99 runs.
Right, time for the winning captain to collect the trophy from Dr. Jayanta Dharmadasa. Charita Srilanka collects the trophy as Sri Lanka beats Bangladesh by 2 matches to 1, winning the ODI series, and that is the conclusion of our post-match presentation.
Wonderful scenes here where the champions Sri Lanka are really happy that they're all asking the support staff to come and join them. They've been meticulous in the middle with the bat, the ball. The feeling was excellent, and they've entertained the crowd, and they've won this quite emphatically, the third ODI here, and win the series 2 games to 1. The champions Sri Lanka basking in the glory, and a lot of people, a lot of them have done their best, played their best cricket here at Pallekele, and it has delighted almost a full house crowd here. They are the champions of this one-day international series, outplaying Bangladesh by 2 games to 1. The crowd have really enjoyed their performance. Youngsters joining with the seniors in producing some quality cricket here in Kandy, and they're looking like a very, very solid, powerful bunch of cricketers. A very happy lot led by Sanajay Surya, the coach, and it is good times for Sri Lanka cricket.
Download T Sports app to enjoy exciting games and highlights. Visit tsports.com.